the reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
But I'm not allowed to touch it until the sequel comes out.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
417, okay.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him. Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I felt the bucket. Anyways, bucket. We have more important matters at hand. Give the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the...
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. Can't hand it over. We're getting into name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. I'll have you know, broom closet. Yes, earlier I did say I enjoyed our time together. I've got you something which please you will help settle this debate once and for all.
Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate. No more discussion.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna pee in the bucket, don't worry.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
It was.
Was the bucket guiding him?
Absolutely.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
It's the bucket. Now, what if I do the elevator thing again, but with the bucket this time? I wonder if it'll even let me.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I gotta put faith in the bucket on this one. I don't need to run away from my problems. I've got my comfort bucket. But...
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
The bucket. Oh no. I gotta go press the number 3. This is important to the story. Don't judge me. This is a matter of utmost...
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the
Did I
bucket.
just sabotage
How
my
was this not as
relationship with the
exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Okay. I can't risk losing my relationship with the bucket over an elevator ride. I have to see what happens.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
But I'm so curious. I don't know if I'm ever going to get an opportunity to go back and do this again. It's just like... Ah.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
I don't know. Should he? I'm sorry, guys. It's my moral obligation. I know I'm sacrificing everything that me and this bucket have just so I can show it me pressing the number 3. But unfortunately, as it said at the beginning of the game, my job is to press buttons.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving
Please.
a concerto of truth and
Don't
passion.
you see how funny
He wielded
this
the
is,
number
bucket?
3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3,
Don't
stories
you
of his
understand
dreams
how
and
much
hopes
this
and
means
fears.
to me?
And the whole time, he looked to his bucket
It
for
means-
a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence.
Please talk
Crushed
to me.
by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Look, Bucket, the number 3 doesn't mean more to me than you do, but I just want you to take an interest in my interest. If this relationship is gonna work, we gotta look out for each other's wants and desires. I want to push the number 3, and I want you to push the number 3 with me. Why can't you understand that? Why do you always make this about yourself? Please, talk to me. I'm not sure if you'll ever understand. Simply how much the number 3 means to me. You just don't want to hear how much it means to me. I just want to push the number 3, and I want you to be there to push it with me. You've been with me for so long. You've stood by my side when when you saw me going from door to door trying to get that click 5 times achievement. We've been through thick and thin together. We fell down the bottomless pit together. And you're just gonna act like this means nothing. How could you? No, I'm not giving up. You will understand how much 3 means to me. I will show you the importance of the number 3.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press
we're going to
conference
the press
where he would
conference.
speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it.
If you don't
Then
get
the bucket
it, I'll
would be
show
able to
you.
see his joy through the eyes of others.
I'll
It would
show
get to
you.
see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work. For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Bucket. I didn't want it to get to this point, but you seem to refuse to understand how much the number 3 and pressing the number 3 on that specific keypad means to me. You're my best friend. Dare I say my soulmate. And you don't understand. You seem to not want to understand. So, I've been forced to take drastic measures. If you think I'm the insane one, we're gonna walk out on that stage together, and they're gonna cheer for me and my love of the number 3. And then you're gonna understand.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
You're gonna get it. I promise. And then I'll even take you to your favorite restaurant tonight. You just have to trust me on this one. I know you haven't trusted me up till this point in regards to the number 3, but I promise you, it's gonna be okay. We do this together.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
You think you can just... You have some nerve showing up here after what you just put me through. I don't... What is this? Are you trying to say you want to start over? You want to try again? I don't know if I can with you. After you hurt me. I don't think I'll ever feel the same way about you. I don't think we can go on existing within the same country together. Dare I say the same planet after what you just put me through. I don't think you're gonna get it. But by leaving you behind, that just makes me worse than you. So purely for the fact that I'm gonna be the bigger man here and try and repair our already broken friendship. God, it's like you burned a bridge down and you're asking me to build it from scratch. Just by you being here is pissing me off. But, bigger man, I'll bring you with me, because if I leave you behind, I don't know if I'd be able to live with myself. But I know you were able to live with yourself after leaving me behind. So really, who's the one at fault here?
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
No, it really didn't, actually. Am I the bigger man if I can't let go of the past? Do I dare try and fix the problem only to be crushed again? Something tells me that if I try again, the bucket just won't come back. It gave me a second chance. I'm the one at fault here. I should have realized that when it didn't take an interest in what I was doing, I shouldn't have been forceful. I shouldn't have tried to make it enjoy what I was doing. Everyone has a right to their opinion. I don't know if I can bring myself to try again. I don't think it'll be worth it. Because at the end of the day, the number 3 is just a number, and a keypad is just a keypad, but this bucket is a friend.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn
and neglected
the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Here we go. Escape pod launch bay. Here we go. Can we not both?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Keegan, why would you? No, is that the escape pod with the bucket? No, it can't be. It's a mirage. No. No, 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 no. No, it's not possible. Where are the stickers? This isn't my bucket. This is an imposter. There's no stickers on this one, Keegan. What are you trying to do? There's no stickers. Where's the property of Stanley and bucket sticker? This isn't the real one. Maybe, oh. That's where the stickers are. They just didn't exist until I touched it. Okay. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Yeah. Oh.